Mr. Van Drew.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you all for being here today. You know, there's a very, very old saying of wisdom, you reap what you sow. God help us what we have reaped. It all started with the sanctuary cities, and they were wonderful. Everybody loved them. They were, not everybody for God's sake, but you know, all these big city mayors and other folks thought, yeah, this is a great idea to have sanctuary cities. Not so much anymore. We don't even know what to do in our big cities. From Portland, Maine to San Francisco, California, the lack of leadership and having these sanctuary cities has now created huge problems that even Democrats will recognize. But what else? What else has it that we've reaped? Well, we've done catch and release all throughout our nation. And then the people who are listening here who are not in this room but are around literally the country, they know that around the country there are people being released. We're paying for transportation. We're paying for health care. We're paying for a great deal of things that we don't even take care of our own people in the United States of America well enough. And you know, Mr. Melnick, you said, you know, I respect you, but you said that that immigration is part of the fabric of the United States of America. It is legal immigration. I don't understand what is so difficult to understand about the difference of legal and illegal. Illegal means it's not true. And we talk about Mr. Mayorkas, and you could spend an hour and a half on his case, but you know what I remember? I remember asking him when he was under oath, and behind him it was almost like a green screen, one of these screens, and I said, is everything okay at the border? Is everything good? Do we have our borders intact? And he said, absolutely, Congressman. You looked at the pictures, you looked at the video, and you saw little kids being thrown over to try to get them into the United States so that these adults would also be able to make their way in. You saw huge lines, you saw disease, you heard about fentanyl coming into our country, which it has. What are we doing to our country, man? Seriously. Sit down and think about this. What are we doing to the United States of America? We used no more do we immediately expedite people back when you can. No more do we have remain in Mexico. We misuse asylum for things it was never meant to be used for. Asylum doesn't mean, gee, I don't like where I live and I don't make as much money as I would like and it's a little bit tough going. I feel bad for those people. I feel bad for most of the world. If that's going to be our standard, then let's open every border everywhere in the United States of America and accept every human being who doesn't like their country. If you really want to do it, if you think that's right. And we talked about impeaching Mayorkas. Well, you know what? He didn't tell the truth under the oath. He committed perjury. That alone really, truly means something. He should be impeached. You're supposed to tell the truth, or for God's sake, that you at least want to tell the truth. Try to tell the truth. No more Title 42. And we didn't do a damn thing to try to save it or change it or make it more applicable if it wasn't good the way that it was. What's happening to these children and babies, not only our families, not only our children that are dying of fentanyl, the kids that are being brought across and now are beholden to the drug cartel forever. And the drug cartels establishing facilities, establishing a presence in the United States of America. This is all true. Nobody's making this up. The statistics show it. We know we have millions upon millions upon millions. And what is it, 5 million plus? I mean, just some articles I'd like for the record. Influx of migrants in Massachusetts continues to overwhelm state resources. Boston.com, 1,500 miles from the southern border, immigration fights disrupt Michigan town. Portland overwhelmed by growing number of asylum seekers. And the newscentermaine.com. Chattanooga, Texas, overwhelmed by migrant surge from Texas. California decides unannounced illegal immigrant arrivals aren't so much fun, aren't so easy, and maybe it's not such a good idea to have sanctuary cities after all. Come on. Everybody. Let's really look at this in the eye and see what we've got here. We are out of control. Yes, we should review our immigration laws and we should make them better. And yes, we should do more work. And I wanted to ask Mr. Wolf a question. I'm going to ask it really quickly.
No,
I'm not.
This time
Sorry. Man, I'm mad and I'm tired of it. How about that? So that's how I'm going to end. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Recognizes the ranking member, Mr. Nadler.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to